Come on. There you are. Hello, Husk. Mind if I sit here?
Not you.
You haven't been answering any of my messages and skipped our scheduled meeting time. Care to explain why?
Why are you even here? How did you find me?
If the best way to talk with you is to track you down, then so be it.
Were you just checking random bars until you found me?
No, I figured you'd be here. This is the bar you frequent the most. Decent prices, good quality drinks, and not too loud. I'd also come here if I was hiding.
I'm not hiding from anything.
Then why are you here? And don't you have a bar at Charlie's hotel? Why come here?
I'd ask you if you ever heard of privacy, but you clearly don't know.
So you're here because you want privacy? I thought you had your own room in the hotel.
Why are you here?
That should be obvious. You ignored me and tried to skip our meeting. You and I were going to talk again eventually. This is just the circumstance we find ourselves in. What are you drinking?
Beer.
Is that a favorite of yours?
Look, this is supposed to be my free time, and I want to spend it however I want. And talking to you ain't my top priority. Now buzz off and let me enjoy myself.
I'll leave you be when you've given me what I want.
It's more personal questions and shit I don't want to talk about, isn't it?
If that's what you make it out to be. I'm simply learning about you. No need to make it a difficult or painful task.
We've already done this before. Do you just like seeing other people uncomfortable or some shit?
You know that's not what I'm after.
I'll talk with you later. Just get out of here.
So you can skip another meeting and waste my time more? I don't think so. Let's talk now, and I'll be out of your fur sooner.
Listen here, tall, dark, and creepy. I'm not some kind of joke you can push around.
Charlie came to talk with me, and there were no issues. You should follow her example.
She's a whole bag of insecurities and issues. She trusted you for some damn reason that I don't. I'm nothing like her.
I'm not seeking your trust.
And you think I'll just tell you shit without me trusting you?
Alright, I'll play your game. How can I earn your trust?
Leave.
Why must you be so difficult?
Because I'll talk to you when I want to. So fuck off.
You know, I'm being generous right now. I could have gone to other extremes besides visiting you here.
Like what? Bribing?
The questions I prepared for our meeting were not as heavy as you think. But you missed that opportunity. I came here because I still wish to ask you those questions. I could have gone to have a chat with Alistair. I'm sure he wouldn't mind telling me what I want to know about you. After all, something as simple and intriguing as this might be something he'd adhere to without the need of a deal. And he can always do some prodding around in that brain of yours instead to find what I need.
You wouldn't.
Try me.
Fuck. Make it quick.
Good choice. Now then, let's begin with your general thoughts about the recent events which took place at the hotel.
The big fight with Heaven? Jeez, that was like a month ago. I mean, there's nothing much to talk about. Everything's clear to anyone who reads the news.
I'm aware, but I want to hear what you think, not the newspaper.
It happened and I moved on. It wasn't some life-changing event for me.
Are you sure? You were fighting for your life.
I meant what I said.
Very well. You've spent a good portion of a year at the hotel. Has your outlook on any of the others you interact with changed?
Yeah.
Tell me more.
Where do I even start?
How about the princess?
Yeah, she's alright. She's still got some shit to work out with the others. But I can respect the dedication she has for the hotel.
And Vaggie?
Still has that no-nonsense attitude. Not like she'll ever drop it. She's also an angel. But that doesn't change anything, really.
An angel? As in a kind person, or...?
The flies down and kills us once a year kind. Wings and halo? Not hard to imagine.
That's... interesting.
You didn't know? Figured someone as nosy as you would.
Charlie neglected to share that with me. Thank you for this information.
We done yet?
No. I still have questions, but is there anything else you'd like to share before we continue?
Nah, just get on with it.
Very well. Has your outlook on Alistair changed in any capacity?
No. He's still manipulative and no good for the hotel as the day he arrived.
Let's explore that. Do you know his real intentions?
Who knows at this point? I got no damn clue. I'm just doing what he wants so I can stay in one piece. If I had to guess, he's probably using everyone for his own gain in some way or another. It's all he does. If you ain't helping him, you're either in his fucking way or not worth his damn time.
You have the longest exposure to him, so you know more about him than anyone else. There must be something Alistair is reaching for. A goal, a milestone, some sinister end to bring about anything.
Look, he's a psychopath who could very well be doing this to get a sick laugh out of it. Like he's setting up every piece of a rickety tower. Making promises, showing that he really cares about all of it, but then he'll pull out the very bottom piece to watch it all crumble. He's done that kind of thing before. The harder they fall, the more pleasure he gets from seeing them suffer.
And if he's doing so with the hotel?
What am I gonna do? I take any step out of his line and I'm done for.
So you're content with watching Alistair potentially ruin more lives?
I never said anything like that.
Do you think the others are prone to his manipulation?
Not everyone. Vaggie's never gonna trust them, so she's safe, but Charlie's kinda screwed. With how much he's been singing and getting on her good side, he's definitely trying something big.
And when he set up all the pieces,
Well,
will you miss the hotel?
hey, we don't even know if he's gonna ruin it. I thought we were just talking about the possibility.
I'm aware, but if he decides to act on our little hypothetical, will you miss the hotel?
I don't know. I'm too sober for this kind of shit right now.
How about Angel? Has your outlook on him changed at all?
Yeah, and by a lot.
Tell me more.
He's definitely changed. I remember he used to put on this fake bullshit to, I don't know, keep up appearances. He was killing himself by doing it. But then we talked and he's doing better. Found out that he and I aren't too damn different.
And you two bonded over this?
I guess so. I mean, he's different now. Not being fake or nothing. Just being himself, and I can respect that.
Perhaps you played a role in his change of behavior?
I mean, if I did, I guess that's good.
And now what do you see him as?
I mean, I guess a friend?
Your respect for him grew when he dropped the facade, correct?
Yeah, I just didn't like that he felt the need to constantly put on a fake act and pretend he was fine.
Interesting. I have 2 more questions, then I'll leave you be. Alistair has a hold on you, and you're a part of this because of him. But if, say, something happened to Alistair, and your contract with him was broken, would you still stay at the hotel? Help out and talk with the others as you've been doing?
I mean, the only reason I ever stayed in there in the first place was because of that snobby dick. But these past few months have been different. Yeah, in the past, he's called on me to do shit for him, but it was short. Like pulling off a heist or delivering a message. Then I was just free to go wander and do whatever the hell I wanted. Until he needed me again, of course. Anyone I talked to during these favors, I did for him. Forgot about their asses in a day or two. Only saw their faces for like an hour at most. But this hotel shit? I've been around these people for a better part of a year, and I've seen them go through ups and downs and how they got along and just being themselves. I fought alongside them and saw we all had each other's backs, even my own. Gave me more time to really take everything in. Guess I've grown kind of a soft spot for a few of them.
So you would stay?
I guess, but I could see myself calling that place a home away from home someday.
And is the possible threat of Alistair destroying everything influencing your standpoint on it?
I don't want to count my chickens before they hatch. If I get too comfy there and he takes everything away, that's just more shit I gotta go through. I'm getting tired. Are we done?
Just one more question.
And no follow-ups. You ask this and we're done.
Fine by me. Why did you sell your soul to Alistair?
Damn it. I was once an overlord. Gambling is how I got a red carpet under my feet. Brought me to the very top. I kept winning and thought I was just untouchable. Pretty soon I was betting with more than just money. But fate has a way of fucking you over only when you've almost made it. I played hands, called bluffs, but I started slipping. And at the high stakes I was playing at, losing a few hands was all it took. I bit off more than I could chew and I'd gone too deep. And my desperate ass went to someone I thought could help me salvage what I had left. That asshole doesn't help people. Alistair only makes it seem like he's helping, when really, you're just signing up for an even harder life. Just wish I knew that before I signed up on that damn deal.
Such is life for a gambler like you.
I just wish I could see that smug grin get wiped off his face just once. See him get a taste of his own goddamn medicine.
Only time will determine what happens next. Thank you for your time. Enjoy your drink.
He's made a deal too.
What was that?
He's on a leash of his own. But you didn't hear that from me.
How curious. Why tell me this?
Anything you can use or do to bring him down, do it.
You confuse me for an assassin or mercenary. I won't fight your battles for you. If you were hoping I would use that information as some sort of weapon against him, you're sorely mistaken. All I intend to do is observe and record.
Whatever.
Until we meet again, and please show up when I call you next time. I wouldn't want to repeat this sort of interaction. Goodbye.